2017. No, I'm sorry, 2016 is my first competition, the John Kemper in New Jersey. That was the amateur, the NBC amateur I did compete. And I think I took second or something like that. And I was just doing well. But also being Japanese, I'm Japanese citizen. So I couldn't compete the national show back in the day. Only I'm able to compete was Arnold. Arnold amateur
Because it's a
or
worldwide
Olympia
show.
amateur. That's all I had. I can compete. So every year I just go on Arnold, Arnold, Arnold. So then they changed the rule that I'm able to, long as you have a green card, like a residence, you can able to compete in a national level show. So that's when I got the pro card in 2021.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was a little struggle because I couldn't compete at any national. I had a limit
Yeah, because
this show.
especially
So
like especially the thing is, if you are a U.S. citizen, you can compete in almost any regional and any national pro qualifier. But if
right,
you're someone from another country, you're still technically not of
right,
this country. Then you have to do like shows like the Arnold or the amateurs because those are
amateur,
worldwide shows.
right.
And, yes. So what was the show you got your pro card at?
The Team Universe, Team U.
Uh, that's sponsored by Steve Weinberger, and
Yes,
that's right now he's
yes.
the guy who's also doing the New York Pro, and I think Team U is supposed to come this summer again. So, what's that experience like when they told you now you're IFB Pro?
It was like a little silent for me. Like it's not like yeah, or and I was like, oh, I took the pro card. But I was waiting for a long time. So after like a week later, I just realized, oh, okay, I got a pro card. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's experience is different. Especially, I've talked to ladies who competed for a long time, and when they get that
Yes.
pro card, it just gets so excited. Feel like
Ye-
it's just
I
boom. But
get
then you got to
it.
realize, yeah,
Yeah, break down. You're like, yes,
yeah.
like
But
not me. I'm like, oh, me, yeah,
so
yeah.
that's
Till like after eat all this donuts, all this pizza after the show, and then finally I realized, oh, I got the pro card.
yeah. And then you, like I said, you have to start over from the beginning and become a pro because you got to come from the bottom. And you
Yeah.
made your pro debut the following year.
Actually, yes. I did the Masters, World Masters, in Pittsburgh, the Gary Udit show.
Hmm.
That surprisingly, my first pro show was Masters, and I took first place, and that was great, back to back. So I had a great year that time.
Hmm.
So then after that, I was competing like in either New York Pro, Texas, North Carolina, Atlanta, all the different competition that I did. But my goal was to the first was my goal to just get top 10, then trying to go top 5. So I was kind of taking the like 7th, 8th, 6th, like around that. So this year when I was in the tricep, I compete, I was able to get top 5. So I was happy. This year I was really happy.
Yeah. Like I say, it takes time because I know ladies who competed for a long time and they never get the opportunity to get to the Olympia or even to
Yes.
crack into the top 5 or top 10 of a big show.
Right.
And in Tri City, that's right there in Georgia because that's I'm from North Carolina. That's one of my neighbors down the south. We have to go through South Carolina to get to Georgia, but it's still kind of a neighbor. Folks,
Yes.
we're going to do while we have Yunkina here. We're going to jump into her social media for a bit. If you want to follow her, her links and descriptions of this live. You want to check her out. You want to support her, appreciate it. But guys, and I say this all the time when I do interview these lovely ladies. She is a lovely lady. And I know you guys, you like these ladies that puffed up the muscles to get you excited. Yeah, but don't no weird stiff stuff. No, don't do that. Stop it. Get some help. Come on, have some
He
common
said,
sense.
get some help.
Yes, they do need help because hey, I hear stories and see things. I mean, it's just I mean, it's one thing you have one side of the guy saying she's trying to be a man with all her muscles, and then the other guy saying, "I like all her muscles. Can I
Yeah,
touch them?"
true. Trust me, I always get like, oh, she's a he and this and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, my name is Jack. You know what I mean? I just fuck with them.
Yeah.
I don't even
So,
care.
so we're gonna jump into her IG for a little bit. You want to follow the links in the description of this live. So here she is on the stage, and this was at the Texas, sorry, that's it,
No,
the
Tri City.
Tri City, and and what was the feeling like that day for you up there?
What do you mean? What did you say? I'm sorry.
What were you feeling that day at the show?
Oh, I feel great. I especially like I was like I said, I used to be a backup dancer, so I love the stage. So in just a couple minutes moment, I'm trying to enjoy the stage. That's my thing. That I love it. Except if I'm not like my muscle is all like cramped up or anything like that, then I enjoy it. But yeah, right now on the stage, I'm cramping right now, but I made it.
Yeah, well, you look really good, especially from the back. Good conditioning. Good in the tie-ins, especially for a woman who's mature. Because you know what, you're not going to have that same level of muscle if you are a younger competitor or someone who just
Right.
had good genetics. So, what was the feedback from the show?
So feedback was on this and my presentation is great, the balance is great. It's been since day one. The lats, I just need to be little wider lats. Well, they say that when I pose, feel like I can open more. So I need to work on the lats more. And also the glutes. Being an Asian, glutes is like forever, you know, we need to work on. It's just, it's hard. Like, we have a flat ass in the begin with. And
I
this
said you
is
did.
truth. This is truth. Like, we have a flat, like glutes. So, it, I've been trying so hard to build the glutes, and it takes time. Like you said, it takes time for me to build. But this year I have a long off season, so I'm definitely work on it. Like,
Hmm. Yeah,
some people just gift it.
yeah. That's why you see some, like, especially if you look at division like wellness, how so many of the more dominant, glute and hamstring connections are like the ladies from Brazil because they have those
Oh
natural
yeah,
aesthetics. You know,
yeah,
I think with certain people of certain minorities and individuals, it takes a lot more time to work and bring
yes.
conditioning. So this is one of the ladies from the show, and there's you here. I think you look really good. You were really impressive.
Oh, thank you.
Not a
That
problem,
was
man.
last year.
Yeah. Well, man, it's my pleasure to tell a lady, as I'm a Southern gentleman, she's very impressive. Now, here she's doing some training. And I know you work with Ann in your training. Who else you work with? Who's your main coach?
So she does all my training and the coach both.
Oh,
So she does
oh,
my dieting and also training.
that's good. And how long
Yeah.
you and Ann known each other?
Wow. Was well, me and her started. That was like 2 years ago. Before I was just training with Jimmy Gideon and Shane Hughley. He was my coach for a long time since day one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good that you found each other and she's helping you out. And you feel like she really made the improvements for you
Oh
these
yeah,
last
big
couple of
time.
years.
Big
Yeah.
time. I mean, she's a great trainer, great coach. Also, she's a great motivation. So, she can, smack my ass basically. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you tired? Like, if you tired, just quit. You know what I mean? Like, she give me a great motivation. So it is just awesome to have her. And also we live in New Jersey, so she live closer. So
Mhm.
she can see me not in the picture or video. She can see me face to face. So that really worked for me.
Yeah, I know. I interviewed her because there's quite a few. You like today's birthday is Big Jane. Today's a birthday. Happy birthday,
Yes,
Big
yes,
Jane.
yes.
Also, another lady who I met and did an interview with, Don Stanley.
Okay.
Yourself, her coach, Fred Biggie Smalls,
Yes,
Sheena
yes.
Olick. Shima Olga's in Jersey. I met Shima back in 2022 when I went to. I interviewed her in 2021. I met her in 2022 when I
Okay.
went to Savannah where she competed. I mean, I think it's a good crop of bodybuilders from Jerseys. So here's some pictures here from 2016, when
Yeah.
2021 and to
Fat,
2025.
fat.
It's evolution as you grow as an athlete.
I was so small.
Here's these pictures here where she's like a little bit, yeah. Yeah, wow. Who was doing? I mean, I honestly, man, I could be professional. I mean, you know, you have a half naked Japanese woman in front of you, really buff, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna take a couple of showers. I'll be right back. So, who was the photographer that day?
Oh shoot. What's that?
Who was the photographer?
Oh no, I forgot the name. But a friend of mine, actually, that was a friend of mine. Oh no, that's well
Uh,
swimming. That was
uh,
Austin Soon. Jeez.
you're a pretty good swimmer. I can't swim elite. I couldn't swim to save my life.
Yeah, yeah, pretty. I'm good for the sports. Like I swim as a kid. Also, I did the rhythmic gymnastics as a kid. That was my sports grew up. So
So you have a very athletic background growing up. What was that
yes,
like
I
with you and your family?
what is that? My family. What did they say
Yeah,
about it?
yeah.
Like I said, Japan is still lately is bodybuilding got big. It's this couple years, but my parents was like, 70 when I started it. They was like in 60, late 60, but they don't understand it. So I don't say nothing much because especially Asian parents, they don't understand those like the half naked, basically, in the
Mm.
bikini, so, but then I mean, my dad is passed away, but my mom is really right now, like, happy about, long as I'm happy, she's happy. She doesn't understand what I'm doing, but, you know,
Yeah, I know that's the thing, especially with families, because you do something that's very extreme. Bodybuilding is considered very masculine, very manly. You're building muscles and putting it onto a
right,
feminine body.
right. So, even again, here we go with the culture thing. It's like, I mean, Japanese men looking at the woman like a very petite, small. That's the thing. So when they see me, muscle like that, kind of they be like, oh God, like little, they just back off a little bit. Same way my parents be like, what do you want to be? Why you want to be? Want to be, so big, but they don't understand it. So I'm not even explaining much.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I've interviewed quite a few ladies of Asian descent, like ladies from the Philippines, a couple
Yeah,
of Chinese competitors, Chinese Americans. One, as you know, Big Jane, who's from Thailand.
Thailand, right, right.
Yeah, and also another lady from Vietnam who
Okay.
competes. I mean, it's bodybuilding like this. It's very a niche, small sport, but it really has expanded really worldwide. Was like you wanted to do the Masters O last year, but couldn't make it because you couldn't get the win.
Yes, that was the big dream for me to. I never compete in Japan, even though I'm Japanese. I started bodybuilding here. So that was a little my dream that take the first place here and then go to Japan. I call my mom to come see me and couldn't make it. So yeah, at least I made it to this year. So.
Yeah. Well, the promoter for that show, there was an issue that popped up. He didn't pay the competitors, and now he's banned. So that's never going to happen again. The big question is, I'm wondering we're going to have the Masters for next year.
What is it? Yeah, next year?
You wouldn't, yeah, next year we think we're going to have it at.
I have no idea, but I have a feeling that you think it might be US?
I think so too, because there's more master shows here than there's overseas. I think there
Mm,
may be two or three at the most that I think of, and most of the master shows like the Tri City, Triple O, the Puerto Rico did it. Also Chicago,
right.
also Tampa. Quite a few this shows just exclusively masters. you
Right.
know. So I think it would make more sense to have him here than go to all the way
Right.
to Romania or Japan.
Yes, that would be better, I think. It's more people will show up too, I think.
Mhm. I know an interview lady a while back. She wanted to do it back in 2023, but there was a visa, even though she lived in the States, there was some visa issues that she couldn't go to the show 2023. And she was qualified for 2025, but couldn't go. But if they have it here, then she would probably love to do it here because this is where she lives.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a convenience. I would love that. The Vegas will be nice.
I think it's because I think you can
But
do it
then
there
the
where the
same
Olympics
time,
at.
yeah. But then same time, even the end was saying, like, the competition is a little excuse also to enjoy that different state or different country. Even I did compete the Charlotte, the North Carolina. I
Mhm.
loved it. I'm able to, I'm competing, but same time I can see the different states. So that is awesome too.
Yeah, Charlotte's just 2 hours away from where I stay at because I
Oh,
live in
okay.
yeah, I live in North Carolina, just 2 hours drive from where I stay at. No, the last couple of years they dropped figure from that show.
I
The
know
last,
that's why I was upset. So this year, last year, so I was trying to go to North Carolina, and I'm like, oh no.
yeah, I think it's a lot of. I think with I think figure is getting that kind of stink eye like women's physique and women's bodybuilding. Like it's not at the Arnold anymore.
Right.
There's another show that had it, the Legion. They dropped it, I think, last year. I mean, still y'all have still a little more shows than physique and women's bodybuilding. It's just I think when it comes to certain divisions, I think it's the ones that people like to see that are more feminine. Where you wear like you wear high heels, but you're a little bit more well
Right,
defined.
right, right, right.
Yeah, yeah. And then you look at some of the girls in wellness, they're getting
Oh,
just as buff.
unbelievable. That wellness category is just man's dream category, I guess. That's
Well, it's all right. If personally, yeah, I do like a chick with a fat booty, but
right, right, right.
yeah,
I bet,
yeah,
right.
yeah, I do. But I think to me, it's about the look and the style. Like there's one division. Excuse me. Every time I mention it, it's an offense to me. It's called fit model. Excuse me. Hot print. I mean, it's. I mean, a friend told me I shouldn't do it. You know what? Because I don't care. Because I feel like this is my mindset of it. Your branding division is supposed to be a reboot of the division it's supposed to be. And now, after a while, because you start as an amateur, you come into, you're going to change and evolve.
Mm.
It's like, is anybody, you've been following sport for quite some time, is anybody you really pay attention to that you admire their work ethic, their physiques, and just their ability to really bring in some great shape?
Hmm. You know what? I look so many like a female competitor, like even the wellness. I just love looking like how how you can build like that. But I never had any particular person. Oh, I love Lola actually. I do love Lola's body type, smaller waist like a petite, but they just round muscle. But the thing is, I'm not trying to too much getting into it because I cannot be her. You know what I mean? Like I wish I can, but I can't. You know?
Yeah.
I wish I can be that girl, but I can't. I wish I can do wellness. I can't because it just I got this, but I gotta work on this, bone structure. Everybody got the different body type. So I can't keep looking at you know what I'm saying? Like I want to be like that. I want to be like that. No, I need to work on this. Like, so that's kind of later on. I figured it out myself. All right, I'm Japanese. I got this. I don't have this. Okay, so what am I gonna do to build, compete, trying to compete to, those girls right here. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking like that way now.
Yeah, I mean, Lola's amazing. I'm a fan of Lola Montez. I think she has a great look to her. I honestly was hoping she was going to win Olympia last year. I think to me she personally deserved it, but I think there's a lot of stuff going around politics like that. I mean, and you mentioned earlier Sid Gillen. As you know, she was top of the game. Here she is with one of my favorite female bodybuilders, women
Oh
bodybuilders, I would
yes.
say, Andrea Shaw.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
fan of Andrea because this is,
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you this cool story.
she's amazing.
A friend of mine, her name is Eunice, and Eunice, I always want to promote her. She runs a company called Bad Rap. They
Okay.
they do they do a lot of promotion and all the sponsorship for competitors, and also they sell products. This is one of the hats I got it for my friend. I went to Tampa back in 2020 last year, and I got to hang
Okay.
out with her and help her. And here she is, me, Eunice, and David Lee Roth in the middle.
Okay.
And yeah, that was great for me to meet him. I mean, that's a legend. And Eunice was about a few years ago. It was like right after a week after my birthday. She said, "George, I got something sent for you the mail." I said, "What is it?" So it was this issue of Must Development. I used to collect these back in the day when I was a kid.
Eh,
And this one made special for me is just that not just that Andrea's on the cover, but this was like 2023 when she met her at the Olympia that year, and she signed it for me. And for me, it's a highlight. And then here,
yeah.
so many women like I really admire and respect her. Like right here, it's like we met a while back, and that is
Oh,
10 time champion Miss Iris Kyle. I know she does a lot of work in and out of Japan. Her and her partner
yes.
have been.
Yes, she does. I mean, I only met her in the U.S. at the the show, but her and
He did.
Hide Yamagishi, they always go to Japan and they promote a lot of shows, and she's big in Japan,
Yeah,
big
I
time.
wish I wish people had more respect for her here because I think she really had a great look to her. They always say that reason why Brian's body didn't fell because of you. You can't blame it on her because like anything, it's the evolution of the division. You look at the guys now. You look at the men now. We go back to the classic bodybuilders to the guys currently. I mean,
Yeah.
I even got to when I was in Tampa, I got to meet Derek Lungford. I didn't know he was that short. You know, but as a woman in sport, what would you like to see change? What would you like to see benefit you as a competitor?
What do I want to see? I never thought about that.
That's some good questions.
Hmm. What need to be changed? Wow. That I need a minute to think about it. What do you think? What do you think
Well,
it need to be changed?
one thing, especially when it comes down to, because as women, y'all do have costs when it comes to because this is what me and some people talk about. The IFBB is only pro league professional sport in which you're not really making a living off of
No.
because you're mostly, as a friend would say
Right.
like this, you're stealing from Peter to pay Paul, and you women have costs, expense, counting travel, food,
Suits
suits,
cost like crazy.
and then we get to the show. You have to get your makeup done, your hair done,
Tanning,
your tanning.
hair.
The guys got to wear a pair of banana hammocks and board shorts. That's
That's
it.
it. And then you know what? Also, I was wondering why is the masters have to pay for it, but then the open don't need to pay
Well,
for that
Well, I was
entry.
told because mass is not as popular, and because a lot of the mass competitors are a lot older. I mean, even if your kids are grown or you don't have kids, you have money to burn more than you
No,
are.
I don't. I'm having money to burn.
That's the mindset some people say because that's why you see a lot of ladies in 40 to 50 because But then
Right.
again, it's expense. It costs y'all much more because you might do maybe I think you did both 40 and 45 and 50 at the last show. Was it
Which one?
which classes you did? You just did 40 and you did the open. You did 40
Open
and
40.
yeah. And I think it
I'm not
had
50 yet.
not 50 yet. Okay, that's good. So you're safe. So you can
Safe,
do
safe,
like
safe, safe.
so you're safe. So you're safe. You're just doing 40 and open. That's it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I can if I want to I can do 45 to up, but only reason I won't because that's not gonna qualify to, Masters Olympia. So I'm trying to do 40 and Olympia the open. That's what I've been trying to compete. But yeah, that'd be nice if a little more less. Cause it feel like it's getting every year getting higher, 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 higher. You know.
Yeah, it's one expense because again, it's not just sport. If you're the lucky few that can make a living off of it, you like someone Andrea or Lola or some others. Some women have to find way to make money if you have a job, a career. Some women do stuff outside of it because bodybuilding is such a very extreme sport,
Right,
and it can be easily fetishized, sexualized, and that's how some women make their money doing sessions or doing videos, stuff like that. But again, it's not for everybody. It's about for
right,
what you
right.
want is your path.
I'm just doing a like. Oh, well, I do have a posing like I coach posing more likely targeted in Japan, but I do posing coach, and then I just like to do the regular job. So I did train people, but I'm not too big on stay in the gym. That's my hobby, bodybuilding. That's what you're talking about, right? About the job.
Hmm.
Yeah. So actually, I am a security, but like, I just like to separate, completely separate with my hobby in bodybuilding and in my job. I kind of like to separating because I just can't be stay in the gym forever. I just like to give myself focus just in and out. That's just my style. So I always totally looking for the job that totally different thing.
Hmm. And also, you have your own little business on the side. You and another partner. You do
Yeah.
some training and coaching. And how long you been doing that?
No, that's more like we do seminar and we do more mainly posing. But before the Kobe, what we was doing is like people who live in Japan, like Japanese people who want to compete the local show in the US. We just support, we just pick them up in the airport and then just take them to the competition. And most likely they don't speak English, so I'm just backstage and explaining, and that's what kind of business we was doing. And but then Kobe messed up, and also the money is not good right now. With the yen is not good, so not a lot of people want to come this way much to spend it. Plane tickets cost like almost like a 2-3 grand and all that stuff. So we just right now focus on more like opposing. Cause not a
Yeah.
lot of figure girl. Japan has like a lot of physique in the bikini, but we don't have much figure or physique or bodybuilder. It's not too many people, so I'm just trying to coach them how to pose for the figure, and then hope I can help them out to get there.
Hmm.
So that's what I've been doing for.
Yeah, that's good. You're doing good work because it's good, especially come to a country like America. You're a stranger. You don't know the language. Things going on because we came here. You had to learn how to fight.
You're right.
And it's good that you and your partner. And what's your partner's name? She was working with her,
Oh, the
and she's a,
joy,
yeah, and
joy.
she's a
Yeah,
better too, right?
yeah. She just got the pro card in Italy. The master. What's the masters?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I think is Europe Masters. I think that's in Milan.
Hmm?
I think it's Euro Masters in Milan. I believe it's in Milan or is it? There's a
Yeah,
couple of
yeah, I think so. That was
yeah,
which, yeah.
yeah, because I
So
know.
she's gonna do, yeah, Canada or something too. That's gonna be the her debut in a couple months, I think.
Oh, so it's like somebody could do in Toronto Pro, or there's a Vancouver, or there's a couple of shows because and
Yeah,
she's also a figure competitor, or she does bikini.
she's a bikini.
So she got any show she can want. Bikini got half a million shows, whatever. So,
Exactly. They got so many. So
so what we'll do, I saw this interview she did, and this is what her first interview after her pro debut. That was at the World Champion Pro Masters, and it was in 2022.
okay.
Uh, and I found this interview because I'm always trying to research on somebody, and I found the interview. It's a pretty good interview, and she was really good here. Wow, she's about as dark as me. That's
I
Tanner.
know, I know. I am so dark there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought you might be a sister.
I know, I
Yeah.
know. Tell me about it. I'm
Here's the
Shanae.
yeah. Here's the interview. Here it is. Here we go.
Here with
Oh no.
NBCNewsOnline.com at the 2022 IFBB Pro League Masters World Championships. And I'm here with Yunkina, who
Oh
walked away
boy.
with the 40 and over first place for figure. How are you feeling?
I feel amazing. I don't think I never feel that good in my first pro show today, my pro debut. So yes, so I'm really excited and I feel really good.
Amazing. So when did you turn pro?
Last year at the Team U,
And how long have you been competing for?
I've been competing like 7, 8 years.
Wow. So what actually got you into competing? Like, why did you choose to do figure?
Oh boy.
First of like I love that woman with muscle. That is just so cool. Look like a superwoman, like a
Oh,
superhero kind of. So that's what I like the look. Since then, like I just love to build the muscle, and more I train, and more I want that physique, that V shape, and you know that's how I wanted it.
Oh, absolutely. I was talking to one of the guys backstage, and even though I'm a bikini pro, I would say figure is my favorite division.
Yeah, she's still sexy and then muscle, and it's just the little feminine side and muscle and the strong side. So that's what I love about it.
Oh, yes. And I know I asked you this before we started filming, but who in the bodybuilding industry inspires you the most?
I don't really have particular one
I
because
say
I
same
I
thing.
think all the women out there is amazing, but I'm Japanese and I got the Asian body in the begin with, so I cannot be a certain person. Like I respect them, but I cannot be them. So I look and everybody, all the women out there inspire me, but I'm trying to be me.
I love that answer. That was perfect. Do you want to thank anybody before you head out?
Yes, my coach Shane Ugri and my trainer Ann Goober and my current trainer Jimmy Gigian. They are mostly awesome people around me that helped me get here. So
Awesome. Well, congratulations
thank
again.
you.
You're welcome. This is Skylar Lanier with NBCNewsOnline.com signing off.
Well, that was really nice. Your first time, you did a pretty good interview. You really expressed yourself. You should
This
be proud of yourself,
is
because
terrible. My Japanglish. Oh my gosh, it's
but
embarrassing.
no, you know what, I'm from the South,
Okay,
and you ever come down? You've been to North Carolina, and there's some places where some people talk like, when you hear me speak, I don't have that very heavy South. So that because when I was a
right,
kid, my sister, she was the oldest one. She used to babysit us younger kids. There was like six of us, and my
right.
sister used to watch oldest. I was like next to last, and I was made to watch educated television because I was such a handful. And I had this little. I don't have. I used to. People used to ask me, "Where you from?" Because you don't sound like you're from around here. Because I had this. I don't have this heavy accent.
Yeah,
It
you
peeps in
don't.
every
Right.
now and then. But I know people when you say far, you say you mean far from here. To know far. You might say bear. Say bear. Say bear. Bear. It's just And I've interviewed ladies from other countries, from Mexico. I interviewed Big Jane. I interviewed ladies from Europe. And I think everybody's it's where you're at, where you're from. But then you come to America, you learn something. And English is not a perfect language. There's people here that English, even though it's their birth language, it's not their best language.
Right, it's hard. But the Asian accent is terrible, I think. Some other country or some, country accent, it's nice and sexy. But like Asian accent is always just like
You want like a British or like a French accent over time. Must say, must
right, like in
have
Russian or Spanish, but well, yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta
everybody
do
said
it.
if you hear like a Chinese say, you want fry? You want furry that? You're not that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Well, that's the thing is everybody's is going to be different. Shout to a man, Ron saying this says, is Yunkini Betz going to post more videos on her YouTube channel? I love it. Yeah, you have a YouTube channel. Or when did you start a YouTube channel?
I do have a YouTube channel, but like me and my, the other partner, the Joy, we do it, but it's all Japanese. It's to like towards more in Japan. So if you want to hear the Japanese, it's there.
Well, maybe somebody get to learn something. They get to learn
Yeah.
something from another culture, another tradition.
Yeah, if you go to Fit Chicks by Yukina Enjoy and it's pop up in the YouTube, but
Yeah.
nobody not gonna
Well,
understand though.
Well, if guys still want to watch it, the link in the description of this live with all the other social media platforms. You want to check it out. If you're somebody who is very fluent in Japanese, or maybe you might need to learn a little something. Like most of my Japanese, like I learned from was TV. Like I remember an episode when Big Bird went to Japan, and I learned the word Ohio for this morning, or
Yeah, good
Domi
morning.
Arigato, and
Yeah, thank you
those like
very much.
yeah, and Ichiban, that's number one. Number one. 'Cause I
Number
learned that from
one.
KS1, the rapper, Ichiban, number one rap song,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Or the most famous one is like, thank you very much, Mr. Roboto, the Domo Omagato, that's the way.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think the Asian culture has influenced, some people. Like, one group you probably me cross paths through your time to dance the Wu-Tang Clan. They, very inspired by the Chinese.
Yes. Yeah.
Japan's been very popular. I think maybe by the 80s it was really a kind of a prejudice because of, they're coming here and buying cars and stuff like that. But the thing
Right.
is, I remember this guy say it like this: it's not like they want to, to buy to take over America. It's like they want to be part of America, want to be part of the tradition because this idea America has. But right now, yeah, I guess not too great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, like, what's it like for you now? Like, as a woman in this sport, as this over time has evolved, what do you feel is a thing that really could help it to stabilize it? Where you look at women now in divisions like figure, where you're seeing girls who coming in who just as big as should be doing in physique. You're seeing women in physique who's just as big who can do women's bodybuilding. It's just, I don't know what do you feel like is the problem with how the division has evolved over time.
I don't know, but like every year getting bigger and bigger, and I can't catch up anymore. So, yeah, I feel like okay now bikini wellness figure I see and also bodybuilder, but I can see, but the lady figure feel like getting little bigger to physique and the figure. It's like it's kind of like little close to it. Sometimes I see the computer like, no, she's a figure. She is so freaking big. So, I, yeah, so I don't know. I can't even say anything with this. Like,
Well, I remember I was doing an interview with Ann. I pulled up this picture of her when she competed at the Triple O back in
yes, yeah. Hmm.
2024, and that's Tessa Betz. She also was at Charlotte. I think it was the same year you were together at Charlotte, wasn't you? That same year. And if you look at Tessa and you look at Ann, you would think one is women's bodybuilder, one is maybe physique.
Yeah, I
You know,
agree. Yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah, it's. I think one thing is I go with the judges where they tell you girls to get bigger, get more size. But the thing is, if the criteria is supposed to be about like one ladies tell me, you want that nice lean taper look. You want your waistline to be small. You
Right,
want
BJ.
good roundness in your shoulder,
Right,
but
right.
you don't want to be too big in conditioning where you look more closer to one physique than the other.
Right, but the realness is if you're not lean, you're not gonna win. So I'm a little confused about that part too, but yeah, it's getting like a little harder because when I started it, I think who was it? Who was before the Sydney?
I think there was Trish Warren. She was very popular, and
What
then
is
there
it?
was I
Um,
think I
Watson.
didn't
What is that? What's her name?
was
But
what was
yeah,
it?
anyway, when I started it, it was more petite, like, you know what I mean? So I got little, I was happy because Sydney was always winning for a long time. So I feel like Sydney was making the figure little more compact, but the nice around the muscle. That's what I thought. Like she was taking the first place, but she was holding the figure model like the petite way, you know what I mean? But now she's gone. It feel like oh, I was wondering who's gonna win. Like you know what I mean after the Sydney because she was very compact, but really balanced, nice around muscle and very elegant. It's really class and it was nice. but now feel like it's getting bigger. So I don't know. Feel like I just gotta put more muscle, or that point I don't know. Figure and the physique is very close.
Yeah, yeah. It's just the thing is, I think it goes back to the judges. They need to stick to criteria that's created. Sid
But then
was the
also, who's gonna show up too?
oh yeah.
Like on, when you line up in the stage, if he was all the, like a little thicker girl is there, then some thicker girl's gonna win. You know, it depends on the who shows up too. I think is a
Yeah.
lucky, unluck.
Who's there the right day, the right time? Like
Yeah, that's what I think. So DC, I think feel like it was the right time, right show for me.
it was.
So
Yeah, it's impressive lineup. Shout out to Ashley Howell who won at your show, and a couple of ladies also did. One lady, I think she did like at least her fourth show I think it was her second show that month. I think Adela, she did. I think she did she did Triple O. Then she did Tri City. Then she did
Puerto
um,
Rico.
Puerto Rico, and then she did the Battle of the Bodies. And
Yes.
I think she did
I
one
don't
year.
know how they do it. I cannot do it. That
I
back
mean,
to back. I have so much respect for them.
that's and then again. She's coming from another country, and she's
Yes.
jumping. Somebody. I mean, she might have a sugar daddy or something. I don't know. We got a shout out to here to this is shout out to my man here. Give me a second because sometimes my eyes get a little funny. I get my old man glasses on. He says, shout out to my man here. And, creator. I'm gonna call him creator. I'm gonna miss your name. It says he says this. Give me a second. Yes, my computer kind of funny. He says this. He says, looking strong. Yes, maybe somebody
Thank you.
you might know you. I mean, somebody,
Thank you. I'm
yeah.
fat right now, but I was
You're
just
not. No, you're not.
yeah.
This is fat. Look at this.
No, no,
I
no.
get I get titties bigger than some women who are bodybuilders. This is fat. I'm fat bastard from Austin Powers. Yeah, eat the
Stop
baby.
it. Stop it.
Come on, that's not bad. This is bad. You're fit.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You're off season. You're
I am
getting
right. I'm healthy looking right now.
yes,
Yes.
you're healthy. You're
But
healthy.
yes, I'm work. Yeah, but I'm enjoying the training though. Like when you have when I have like weight, I can lift more heavier too. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the thing about bodybuilding is always the issue about body dysmorphia. Because some women, may not like what they look like. That's why they get into bodybuilding because maybe some psychological issues. And then there's the post-show blues when you put on that muscle, you get shredded. You get like there's an old smoke saying, when you ladies rock hard, we'll rock hard. And it's just something. It's a beautiful thing we see, but we don't realize the discipline, the consistency, the training, the work you got to put into to build those physiques. Like, what's your week like during your training? What's training like for you during the week?
The training
Yeah.
meanings like cause right now I'm doing the two leg day, twice leg days, and the two. I know actually it's been legs days been twice a week. More likely one day is a leg and the one day is more focused on the glutes. So when I was training with Anne, like I do training with her legs and the back, and she pushed the shit out of me. So like sometimes I'm just like I just want to throw up and just crash. Like she's a beast. Yeah. Any man, I had a man trainer before, but the Anne is a beast. I'm not gonna lie. She will kick my ass every time, but then I love it because I won't do it if that was somebody else. You know what I mean? But she got the to like smack me around, so I love it. But yeah, I have a twice leg day and twice back day.
Yeah.
So mainly, what the judge told me, I don't need to get more bigger shoulder. And actually, I'm not working too hard for shoulder, but they keep building the shoulder for some reason. So must be my form is not right. Let's say the back workout, but then I'm using the shoulder or something. So that's why keep shoulder is building, but my back is not building. So I'm trying to focus on the back and the legs right now. So I'm started seeing a lot of wellness girls glutes workout, or like, trying to change a little different way to approach that to training right now.
I know. I see a picture of Big Jane. She's hanging out with Tiff Sam, and
Okay.
her quads. I mean,
Huge.
she should be a
Holy
bodybuilder. Honestly, I know there's bodybuilders right now who not just women, men who love to have her legs, just her quads.
Yes.
I know wellness leg day is like it's casual. It's casual Sunday for them. It's just every day, and like when you're training, which your favorite one, and that one you say, "Shit, I don't want to do it today. I don't want to do it."
I hate leg day. Legs day. I just hate it. Especially when I train with Ann. The leg day was always Friday morning. We started like 6 o'clock in the morning. So for me to go to 6 o'clock in the morning, the leg days, I gotta get up early, really early. I gotta put the food in. 6 a.m. I'm like, I wanna throw up.
She has you crawling out of that gym like, I can't walk. It's like that. It's
Trust
like
me,
that.
my first day I trained with her, I just wanted to quit. Like I'm like, no, I don't want to come back to training with her because it's just crazy headache, and then just I wanted to just like right away.
Well, that's the thing is, I think everybody has that thing that they love the most about training and the thing they hate the most about it. But it's part
Yeah.
of your development as you grow, as you improve. Which you feel like is your best overall physical feature? I know you talk about your shoulders. Which you feel like is that your best physical feature?
Yeah, the shoulder and my calf. I just have a big calf for no reason. Here we
You
go
don't
with
have
the Asian thing. We have a big calf. We do. I don't train much my calf, but the calf is there. But he just there.
so you don't have calves. You have bulls.
Yeah. So yeah, shoulder I always like, built, I guess the shoulder I built well, but just my back and my glutes is always from the day one. They just trying so hard. Like,
Yeah, that's the thing
yeah.
is it's bodybuilding is a process. The training, the dieting. I know, like family and friends. Because
Hmm.
your family sit back in Japan.
Right.
You have friends with Ann. Is there anybody else